If you're not at the line in 5, you're not racing.
3, 2, 1.
You drive up to the arena just in time to catch an illegal street race that's being organized. The Rollerz gang girl directs you to the starting line.
If you want to race today, you better hurry up. There's some real money to be made if you got some skills.
Race 1 begins in the suburban neighborhood. After passing through the starting line and the first checkpoint, slow down for the right turn onto the highway and take the turn slowly. You can easily overshoot this checkpoint if you're not careful. Once around the block, you can shoot across a lawn to head straight for the flaming checkpoint in the alley behind the strip of stores. You re-enter the same suburban neighborhood and pass through a checkpoint at the starting position. This time, you'll turn left onto the highway and hightail it to the finish line where the freeway begins. Race 2 is less about speed and more about skilled cornering. Once you've mastered rounding the inside of the long corner around the car dealership, you've got it made. Master this turn, and you'll get a sufficient lead on the AI competition. Race 3 is almost entirely straightaways on the freeway and through the aqueduct, and one more on the way to the finish line. Race 4 is a 3-lap race on an oval course in the apartment district. There are corner-cutting opportunities on almost every turn. Be careful of competitors attempting to perform the pit maneuver on you in the turns. Deal them some of their own medicine and push them out of the race in the corners. In Race 5, there's a difficult area between the 9th and 10th checkpoints. This is where you leave the highway and head back to the apartment block. You must drive carefully between a brick wall and a tree in a small alley-like path. Mess up here and it could cost you the race. Another difficult turn is on the Oriental Bridge in Chinatown that leads to the city. Use a fast handbrake turn here, then carefully navigate the city block corners to the finish line. Race 6, which is picked up in the Pleasant View area of the Arena District, has no laps, but you have plenty of straightaways as you drive around the arena and continue onto the freeway. Once you've secured the lead, you can be more cautious in the tight corners of Prawn Court and Shivington, and be sure to slow down for the Somerset curves. And to finish it off, you work your way back around the arena on the city streets. If you have nitrous installed in your vehicle, then Race 7 will not be a problem. It begins in South Tidal Spring, which is nothing more than a dash to the freeway. Be careful of following the GPS route. It tends to lead you through the train's raised platform, which is riddled with support columns that are easy to get caught up in. Instead, cut through the parking lots before the train platform, then take the main road to the freeway. Hit the NOS through the rest of the courts to the finish line in Espada. Race 8 is a combination of previous races in the gang's race activity. If you've made it this far, then you've mastered the previous tracks. You should know the shortcuts and corner cutters. No matter which vehicle you choose to race with, the AI will always select a vehicle in a similar class. If you bring an Italian sports car or a police car, the AI chooses similar high-performance vehicles as competitors. So you can't easily outperform the AI that way. The AI pits you against other typical vehicles of the same vehicle class. Destroying your vehicle is the worst way to lose a race. Remember that the condition of your vehicle is ultimately within your own control, but the nice thing about these race locations is that there's a rim jobs or a crib near most of the starting lines. Just before a race and after every race, stop by a rim jobs and get your vehicle repaired so it'll be in pristine condition for the next one. If you total your vehicle during a race, you can withdraw another car from your inventory at the nearest crib or rim jobs. Flaming barrels are used to mark the starting line and checkpoints within the course. Between the barrels is a fiery line of gasoline. Avoid hitting the barrels, they'll cause damage to your vehicle. Hit enough of them and you could destroy it completely. If you drive around the fire or barrels, you'll miss the checkpoint and have to turn around and drive through it to remain in the race. The only way to corner sharp turns quickly is to tap the emergency brake as you crank the wheel around the turn. This breaks the traction of the rear tires, making the back end of the vehicle whip into the newly intended direction, thus sharper and faster cornering, which normal braking doesn't do. If you have a vehicle equipped with NOS, use it to your advantage in the following locations. the last part of Race 1, just about all of Race 3, the straightaway just before the starting line as you make each lap in Race 4, the streets around the arena, the freeways, and through Chinatown in Race 6, and the long straightaways in Race 7 and Race 8.